You finish the work, you file it away, and then panic. The consulate asks for proof. The landlord wants receipts. The accountant wants signed scopes. And suddenly that completed project feels like a missing passport stamp. Let's get real about this. What if the close of every project produced the evidence you need? No frantic searching, no awkward emails, just tidy, verifiable proof. Today, I'm walking you through a simple privacy-first ritual to do exactly that. Here's the blueprint that actually works.
Quick promise for this episode. By the end, you'll have 4 repeatable moves to bake verification into your project closes, 2 short scripts you can send tomorrow, 2 micro cases to see the ritual in action, and a 60-day plan to pilot it on 3 projects. Templates are on the show page, so yes, you'll be able to copy, paste, and adapt.
First, why design the close? Most nomads treat documentation as an afterthought. That's costly. When you make documentation a byproduct of your workflow, small, consistent moves, you stop scrambling and you protect your mobility. Small rituals add almost zero overhead and massively reduce stress when a visa officer or landlord asks for proof. Think of it as operational hygiene. Consistent, minimal effort, big payoff. Move 1. Signed acceptance. The idea is simple. At project start or right before final delivery, get a 1-line acceptance that confirms scope and completion. That 1 line is often all a verifier needs. 2 templates you can use. 1 formal, 1 friendly. Formal template. I confirm that the work outlined in the attached scope has been delivered and accepted as of 2026-02-15. Signed, client name. Friendly template. Looks great. I've reviewed the final files and we're good to go. Thanks. Client name. Both work. The first reads like a legal note. The second is low friction and more conversational. Use whichever matches your client relationship. Why a 1-line acceptance? Because consulates, landlords, and accountants care about verifiable confirmation that services were rendered and accepted. A dated line with the client name is a simple, high-value artifact. Make it a habit. Request acceptance in the delivery email and archive the reply in a secure folder. Move 2. Invoice plus receipt ritual. This is the paperwork backbone. For every invoice, include these exact fields: invoice number, issue date, service description tied to the scope, amount, payment terms, and your business details. When payment hits, issue a short receipt that mirrors the invoice and includes payment method and transaction reference. That pairing is powerful evidence. Receipt phrasing that consulates accept. Received payment for invoice number 1236 on 2026-02-20. Service, website design for X. Amount, USD $2,500. Payment method, bank transfer. Ref 987-654321. Then attach a screenshot of the payment confirmation or a masked bank reference, just enough to show the transaction without exposing sensitive data. If you use PayPal, Strike, or bank transfer, capture the date, amount, and reference number. A quick note on screenshots. Save them as PDFs. Name them consistently. Invoice 123 paid 2026-02-02.pdf. So when a visa desk asks, you can find it in 30 seconds. Consistency saves emotional bandwidth later. Trust the process. You've got this. Move 3. Public time-stamped artifact. This one is optional, but extremely useful. Create a public time-stamped artifact that demonstrates the work existed and when. Options: a short case snapshot on your portfolio, a brief public blog post, a Git commit with a clear message, or a LinkedIn post that links to a non-sensitive summary. If privacy or NDAs are a concern, use privacy-safe variants. Privacy-safe variants. Publish a redacted case snapshot that removes client names and sensitive numbers. Post a short general summary, like completed a custom e-commerce integration for a retail client, delivered 2026-02-15, without linking to the client. Or use a time-stamped Git commit that contains only the work artifact and a neutral message. Always get written permission when possible. Move 4. Client confirmation flow. This is a simple 3-email cadence to secure everything with minimal friction. Email 1, delivery and request for 1-line acceptance. Email 2, after payment, send the receipt and request a confirmation line for your records. Email 3, a polite archive note that thanks them and asks permission to publish a redacted case snapshot. I'll read microscripts, you can adapt.
Microscript for email 1. Hi name, I have attached the final files and the completed scope. When you have a moment, could you reply with a short confirmation that the work has been received and accepted? A one-line reply is perfect. Thanks. Email 2. Receipt. Thanks for the payment. Receipt attached. For my records, could you confirm the payment and acceptance in a one-line reply? Much appreciated. Email 3. Publish permission. Would it be okay to share a short redacted case snapshot of this work on my portfolio? No client names or sensitive details will be included. I'll send you the draft for approval.
These tiny asks are low friction and framed as record keeping, not legal requests. Most clients will be happy to help. If someone refuses, that's okay. Log the refusal and treat that project as private. Don't escalate, keep things professional, and move on. 2 micro cases to make this real. Case 1. A designer in Lisbon who started sending the one-line acceptance request with every delivery. A consulate later accepted a packet that included the acceptance, invoice, receipt screenshot, and a redacted portfolio snapshot. The designer saved 3 weeks of paperwork and got their residency extension smoothly. Case 2. A freelance developer whose landlord needed proof of steady income. By sharing invoice plus receipt pairs and a time-stamped IT committed, the landlord accepted the documentation and the tenant avoided a messy verification delay. Now, a practical 30-60-day pilot plan. Week 1-2, pick 3 active projects. Prioritize cooperative clients. Implement signed acceptance and invoice receipt ritual. Measure KPIs, signed acceptance rate, time to proof, how long from delivery to completed packet, and client friction score. Simple 1 to 5. Week 3-4, add a public time-stamped artifact when permission is obtained and track responses. By day 60, you'll have data to tweak templates and scale the ritual. Privacy and consent checklist. Always ask permission before publishing anything related to a client. Offer a redacted template so a client sees exactly what will be public. Never include personally identifying client data in public artifacts. Store proofs in an encrypted folder and keep backups. The templates on the show page include an explicit consent line you can paste into email 3. Risks and quick mitigations. 3 big ones I want to call out. Risk 1, clients refuse to sign or confirm. Mitigation, mark those projects as private. Keep invoice plus proof of payment and use time on contract notes instead. Risk 2, listeners assume these templates replace legal advice. Mitigation, this is operational documentation. Always verify country-specific requirements with a licensed advisor for legal or tax questions. Risk 3, publishing time-stamped artifacts could expose sensitive data or breach NDAs. Mitigation, use redaction, get written permission, and pilot with cooperative clients only. 3 quick takeaways before we close. 1. Make acceptance a habit. Request a dated one-line confirmation at delivery. 2. Pair invoices with clear receipts and a payment screenshot saved as a PDF. 3. Use public time-stamped artifacts carefully and only with consent. They're powerful when done right. If you want the one-page templates, acceptance note, receipt wording, and the 3 email cadence, they're all on the episode page at nomadlifesuccess.com. And if you're building toward a visa, landlord request, or accounting review right now, try the 30-60-day pilot. Pick 3 projects, run the ritual, and report back. I want to hear which template worked and where you had to adapt it. Final note, these steps are operational. Small, consistent moves that protect your mobility and reduce last-minute stress. No shortcuts, just reliable assembly of evidence that keeps you moving. Grab the free guide and templates at nomadlifesuccess.com and start your pilot this week. Your freedom is closer than it feels. Let's keep building it.